Hey everybody, welcome back to the fifth and final video in our OpSec series. We're going to be doing the video inside this morning instead of outside because it's wet and dreary and we're getting some much needed rain. So this video is about application of appropriate OpSec measures. But before we talk about that, we're going to go through the first four steps and then we'll hit the fifth one, so stick around. Hey everybody, welcome back to Grumpy Acres. Glad you guys are here. If you're new to the channel, if you're a new subscriber, we've been doing a series on operational security, OpSec for short. And there are 5 steps in the process, and we did a primer video, and then we did 3 videos over the first 4 steps, and then now we're to the 5th video, which is application of appropriate OpSec measures. Let's go over the first 4 steps and just a really quick reminder what they are. The first one is identification of critical information. So in this step, we are looking for any information that is critical to our security. Our PII, personal identification information, PHI, personal health information. We're looking at anything that can be gleaned from looking at our property, and we're identifying anything that could be a potential problem if it falls into the wrong hands. Okay, the second step is analysis of threats, and in this step we do a mini area survey, and we go out and we try to identify threats in our area, people, organizations, anything like that could potentially cause problems for us. The third step is analysis of analysis of vulnerabilities. So in this step, we start thinking like a criminal, and we start looking at our online presence, our financial situation, who we're dealing with, our banks and credit cards and such. We look at our properties physically from the outside looking in to see what somebody could see if they're looking at our property, and we make a list of all these threat surfaces that are exposed. The fourth step is assessment of risk, and this is the one where we take those threats and those vulnerabilities and we tie them together and we quantify them. And I gave you a threat matrix that you could look at and identify the probability and the severity, and cross-reference that, and it tells you where your threat surfaces are, how vulnerable they actually are. All right, and if you want a copy of that, it's in the community section on the web page. Just go click there. You can download it. I would suggest downloading it, laminating it, and keeping it handy so that you could just have it as a quick reference whenever you're doing things like this. Now, the 5th step, application of appropriate OpSec measures, is where the practical application of all this work that we've been doing comes into play. We're going to take that assessment of risk, that list from most severe to least severe, most dangerous to least dangerous, and we're going to start formulating ways to mitigate these problems. And it could be any number of things. The mitigation could be scrubbing your social media of any information that may be detrimental that should fall into the bad guy's hands. Going forward, not announcing things such as vacations or anything like that somebody can use to know whether you're here or know that you've got some new equipment or something like that. Keep your social media presence clean. And that's these mitigation techniques aren't just for the here and now; they're for the future too. And we want to think about future applications. Okay. Another mitigation technique. We get a lot of deliveries, right? Maybe we get checks in the mail. Instead of having them delivered to your house or your mailbox where they're vulnerable, maybe have them delivered to a post office box, or put a secure mailbox in, or a secure package box for the smaller packages that the delivery person can put it in and nobody's able to steal it. Another one, we went out on the road and we looked at our property and we identified anything that could be of value maybe, and we move it to where it can't be seen. We secure it in a different location so that it's not easily accessible from the road. Most property crime is a crime of opportunity, which means the person that's stealing it sees the opportunity right then and there, and they take it and run with it. There's a saying that locks keep honest people honest, and there's a truism there. From a security standpoint, a lock gate or a padlock on a door will deter a huge amount of crime, just by keeping somebody that just taking the opportunity for easy access away. Right? So there's some things that you can do. There's some of your mitigation techniques that you could do, and so you come up with this list of mitigations and you start applying them. And once you apply them, you just don't walk away with it. Your OpSec process is not done. Remember, I said it's an iterative process. That means that we're constantly going back and we're constantly reviewing everything. We want to revisit these mitigation techniques, and we want to make sure that they're still applicable. There may be information that is no longer pertinent, that you don't care if somebody knows about it, so you don't have to worry about it. And B, we want to make sure that it's working. We want to make sure that it's still functioning, because if you put it in place and it stops functioning and it stops doing its job, then all that work you did on the front end is wasted. Now, if you're new to the channel, all these OpSec videos are in a playlist. You can go back, and I'll put it in the end card of the video so that you can go back and watch these in sequence, so you get a better understanding of the principles of OpSec and the 5-step OpSec process. You should have been doing your homework if you've been following this. I gave you guys some homework every video, and you should already have all this list. If you haven't done your homework, shame on you. Go back and start doing it. You need to start applying this stuff on a daily basis in your lives. With the situation, the way it's getting every place, I'm not here to black pill people. We're here to give people solutions. But part of giving solutions is you have to realize that there's a problem, right? And this OpSec, it's labeled on the video series as Homestead Security, but it works any place. It's if you're in an apartment, if you're in a suburban house, if you're on a 1-acre country plot, or on a 100-acre farm. It's applicable across the board, and we need to start thinking about this and putting it into practice on a daily basis. All right, got more security videos coming out. I know I'm going to do one on transitional spaces and one on situational awareness, two very important aspects of security that really go overlooked, especially in today's American society. I don't know how it is in other countries, but there's a lot of people in America that go around in condition white, meaning that they're completely oblivious to everything that goes on around them. All right, so go ahead and hit that notification bell so you know when we drop more videos. You definitely want to hit it now, because later on today I'm doing an interview with Bobby Spags from Spags Unfiltered. We're going to talk about the evolution of a prepper to a homesteader, and he's got some very interesting views on that, and he's very well spoken about anything he talks about. He's very, very well spoken about any topic he talks about, and I highly recommend it. I think you'll find it very enjoyable. So hit that notification bell. If you like these security videos, go ahead and share them out with people, and I would recommend that you share them out with your community, your circle, your tribe, your whatever you want to call it, and discuss it as a group. Get more people involved in the discussion and work out. I'm just one person. You're just one person. We get 2 or 3 people together, and it expands our experience level, and it gives us different insights, things that we may not even think about. I told you in the last video about talking to the South African prepper and about the farm attacks that have been happening in South Africa. He he opened my mind to something I hadn't even thought about. You know, and I thought I was pretty dialed in on that security measures. But so go out and share this with your friends and family, your circle, your community, your tribe. Most importantly, guys, I want you guys to go out there and be safe. I want you to go pursue a lifetime free, and I want you to take care. All right? I'm clear. Later. Thanks, Milo.